Good day, soulmates, and welcome to Styles by Guinea Wave. So, in today's episode of our tutorial, we'll be teaching us how to attach our crinoline to our peplum stay. So, as you can see, this is a 360 degrees peplum stay. Please ignore the radius. You can see I'm not having a well detailed the mid of this my peplum is not that defined. Reason because I altered one or two things because of what I wanted to use it for, but since I won't be using it again, I just thought of, instead of disposing it, let me use it to teach us how to attach a crinoline. So this is a 360 degrees peplum, and I've gone ahead to cut it alongside the lining. And as you can see also here, I went ahead to interface it. So this is the main fabric and the other part is the lining. So on the main fabric, I interfaced it with a hard gum stay, and for the lining, I made use of the softest gum stay to interface it. So note, if you want to have a well-defined peplum, like you want it to be very, very standing, please go ahead and make use of your collar stay for your main fabric, then use the hardest gum stay for your lining. So another thing to note when cutting a flare, the shorter your flare, the finer it turns out to be. Honestly, when you have a longer flare, it doesn't sit well. It's not really fine. So me, I most at times make use of 8 inches to 9 inches flame. Most times 7 inches. I don't go beyond 9 inches. For me, 9 inches is even too much, because the shorter your flay, the shorter it becomes. You get this spiral effect on your flame. Mostly when you're making use of a crinoline, but when it is long, I don't think it's going to really flay out. I don't know if you get to understand what I'm saying. So that is that for the flare. Now we are going to go in and start attaching our crinoline. So now I'm going to go ahead and arrange it very well to have an equal M. So before you attach, you make sure your crinoline is coming out by 1 inch, sorry, before attaching. And while attaching, please make sure make sure the both M are equal, so you can trap them at once, not having one being trapped and leaving the other behind. So this is me arranging it very well so they can sit properly on each other. And I'm going to go ahead to sew by half an inch, even though I didn't really use up to half inch to sew. It is for a reason, for a purpose, because I told you earlier that I'm not going to make use of this peplum. I am not sewing it at all. I just want to use it for the sake of this tutorial to illustrate. So this is me sewing. I'm going to go ahead and sew everything now. So let's go. So now we're done. I was done attaching the crinoline. So I'm going to go ahead and trim. You see this place that has an excess. I noticed my lining was bigger than my main fabric. So I just have to trim to get an even M line. So this is me trimming it off. So after I was done trimming, I'm going to go ahead now and teach us how to make our crinoline to sit very well on our fabric after attaching. So you see this 1/2 inch we took while attaching the crinoline to our fabric. That 1/2 inch, now we are going to open, you're going to open your fabric like so. Then turn the 1/2 inch over the other part, then sew down, just sew down. Then after doing it, you see, after sewing it like this, you don't even need to iron again. But if you still want to iron, it is an added advantage to you. You can go ahead and iron. But what I'm trying to say is when you do it like this, it is going to sit perfectly well. When you finish sewing, you turn, you see that it's lying, like it's sleeping, is relaxing, sitting very well on your material. So if you don't want to make use of that, you see, after doing it, it's going to just sleep very, very well, like so. I haven't sewn. So if you don't want to make use of this method, the another method you could use is ironing it. So we are going to go ahead to our ironing table and iron it out. So this is the outcome of it after ironing it. You can see how relaxed it is. It's sitting very well. Here I've turned it over at the lining end, so you can see also how relaxed it's that side. See it. So I've gone ahead to style it on my dummy. This is a gown, not a blouse and a skirt. It's a gown, so I just want to show you. So this is the sleeve I was telling you I would make use of the 90 degrees or the 180 degrees for the sleeve. Here is the sleeve. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for our next tutorial.